down or kidnapped, and they told me that the only reason I cared was because of Divine. And at that point, I'm pretty sure I was in a relationship with someone else. So I was like, fuck this shit, man. I don't need this. I'm done. So yeah, I get it. I get it. And I think others get it as well, Tessa included, if you were to speak to her. Lovesick probably too.
Regarding what?
Why you left the police department? I guess what I'm trying to say, long story short, is that you're not alone in the way that you feel. And if you ever need to reach out to someone, I mean, I'm here and I'm sure there are plenty of others as well.
You know what's really sad?
Hmm.
I don't miss the PD. I miss the...
Helping people?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Every day. Every fucking day I miss it. That aspect of it, nothing else.
Yeah. And it sucks
Mm,
because I know that people... I'm going to say this sparingly. I feel bad for people who were in high command all those years ago. People like Stubble, people like Tessa, people like, I don't even know, Bundy. People who were invested in that with purpose. But the thing that sucks, and the thing that I have to remind myself of, is that it wasn't the police department's fault. It was the state antagonizing and having a response that got people to want to go. But what saddens me is I think there were people who went with purpose. I think there were people that went and actually did good. A very small minority of people who went with purpose, and I support anyone that went with a purpose. The other 90% of people who went don't even know why they fought. And I look at people and I think about people like Stubble. I think about people like Tessa, and I think about people like Bundy, and I don't really know how Tessa feels about after everything that happened. I don't know how she feels regarding...
Tessa never went to the war. She never participated in that. I think that was too close to home for her with her dad. There was a connection there. And I mean, we both know Tessa or knew that part of her prior to now. She's still my best friend, of course, I know her, but we adapt and grow with 5 years, right?
Sure.
But can you really picture Tessa holding a class 2 shooting down people on an
No.
island with zero fucking purpose? Or
I mean, I didn't go either, and I understand. I think Tessa made the right choice. It kills me to know that, honestly, it's more sad to know that she didn't go, and knowing that she was in a high command position, and I know how much she did uh, when all that happened. So the fact that she didn't
she's,
go, you know, you get it.
I get it. She's better now. A lot better. I think, I think our careers, all three of us, it fucked with us and we're still sort of healing. I guess I can't speak for Tessa, I can't speak for you, but I'm still healing from that.
I am a pretty big conspiracy theorist nowadays, unfortunately, and I think that's it's not for good reasons, but I'm very much the only person who has spoken up about it, and I'm very much the only person who I think has talked about it with anybody. Um, I think we're gonna have a second Sanguine. And it's a big reason why I left. It's funny that I'm talking with you because I just spoke to someone else who I actually think is a good person in the PD. Someone who I think actually stands for the values that at least the Ranger stood for. But
What makes you think we're gonna have a second Sanguine? The North and the South?
it's gonna happen on this island if it does. But I'm gonna paint a picture for you. When I was part of Skeleton Crew, I I was told that we didn't have a lot of tools at our disposal. We were very much what we have is what we have. Got to make do with what we've been given. Short deck of cards, put simply, right? And I fought and I stood for the values that I think that that police department needs to stand for. I was the first person to ever be promoted to senior because, quote, I stand for all the values that uh, we want to see in the PD. A people person, someone with morale, the whole thing. And I thought I was doing a lot of right. I thought I was doing a lot of good. PD has suffered tremendously during this time, obviously. I mean, PD is still not a good place to be. And I got word today that it's really bad. My problem started with our government. And my problem started with the way that we had Max breathing down our necks. We had auditors come in at times. People just making sure that the PD is sort of held accountable to some degree. And lo and behold, Juno, the marshals came around. And the marshals' whole intention was to hold the PD accountable. Stop government tyranny. Or sorry, stop tyranny, terrorism. So a whole separate department was built. Economically speaking, subsidized with tanks, sniper rifles, and a bunch of various other fucking tools. But the police department has to suffer for it. And it's the marshal's job to breathe down people's necks. The part that scares me, though, that no one else seems to think is a problem, is Justice Angel, from what I understand, also has control of or say in everything that the marshals do. So she's in essentially the leadership position in two branches. And she also, I found out after I left, went to the meeting room at the police department and told every single officer, mind you, Angel went to the war. She knows what happened with Sanguine. And she told officers in the room that if you don't volunteer to help the marshals, you will be voluntold.
Help them with what?
If the marshals need help and you don't offer to help, you will be grabbed and forced to help the marshals with stuff. The last time somebody walked into a meeting room, put their foot down and said that you're going to help and I don't give a fuck what you have to say, was Axel Justice.
And he fucking died. He
He
sent us
didn't
to
just
war and he fucking died.
he didn't just die. The government collapsed. Radiation fucking voided this island. This place was fucking over. This place was done.
Uh,
We had to
are there
leave.
but are there events that are unfolding right now beyond what you have stated that could potentially lead to some sort of civil war? Is that what you're trying to say?
Specifically, no. But I do think it's important to state that uh, history repeats itself. And I'm a strong believer that based on the way that the Marshals were built up and given credibility, I think the intention from the Marshals, from what I've heard and from the small bits and pieces I've heard from people who still trust me within the PD, I think that the idea with the Marshals that is unspoken about, and again, this is a huge conspiracy that I'm the only one that's going to believe this. And honestly, I'd rather be, because I'd like to be wrong on my theory. The PD economically hasn't had enough to stand on 2 feet, but we had enough money to subsidize a whole State Department with tanks and gear. And we're giving more credibility to the Marshals than we are the police officers. And my running theory is that I think the idea is that the PD is eventually going to collapse. I think the PD is going to fail. And I think the Marshals are going to be stepping in place. And I think that martial law is going to be a very real thing on this island. And I think people constitutionally are going to try and stand up against government. And it's going to be argued as tyranny. And I think we're going to see a fucking war if people treat the island in such a negative way. And government doesn't see their own accountability. Huge tinfoil hat, huge conspiracy. And I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be worried. I am simply talking about a very, very, very specific theory. But when I heard what Angel said in the meeting room, I realized that
It's only going to take a couple people in power to butt heads and allow the rest of the city to suffer under their stubbornness. Now, the only way that I see a war unfolding is if there is a division between the North and the South. I mean, there already is. There are toll booths. How long until there's a wall? How long until you are forced to pick a side? How long until something happens and every civilian, criminal, whoever the fuck, is forced to register in order to aid their side of the city? Now, I don't think it will be Andy that will ever support anything like this. She will avoid it at all costs.
it won't happen under any.
No, but it will happen under someone else.
I mean, we started off as failures. We let our first mayor be an ex-terrorist. Let that one sink in.
I was involved in that. I was the chief of staff, and it was my biggest mistake.
Shouldn't blame yourself for that, though.
I do, though. I had a decision there. And it didn't work in my favor, and it didn't work in anyone's favor. And I'll probably still suffer those consequences to this day. But behind Max, there's always going to be someone much worse, 10 times worse. And I have been informed that Nino can be a very scary person. And he can do a lot more damage than Max ever did.
The difference between Nino and Max is that Max was proactively scary. I actually preferred Max's method because at least we saw things coming. We suspected what was coming next. We had time to prepare for it. We don't know with Nino.
Don't you think that is much more terrifying?
Oh, very, very, very much so, yeah. And it sucks because I actually have I have an ounce of respect for the guy. Um, based on a conversation we had about why I left the PD, because he called me. He was very curious. And as he put it, I stood for everything that he saw the PD standing for, which I thought was a really nice sentiment, but it doesn't change the fact that just because I'm the one good egg doesn't mean that there's 11 other ones in the dozen that are good as well, but simply. So,
Yep.
but I didn't mean to take you up here to talk, by the way. If we need to, you know.
I need to do something, but I can't do it alone.
What do you
I
need
need
help
to.
with?
I gotta pick up my moonshine.
Oh, throw a mask on.
But please don't tell anyone the locations that I have the stills at, please.
You have my word.
Thank you.
You're fine.
All right.
We can talk and drive. Where? Oh
First
my,
one is down,
goddamn.
and then I gotta take all of them. I gotta store all of them away somewhere.
I'm assuming you don't want me there for that, which is fine.
Yeah.
You have a vehicle somewhere?
Don't worry about it. It's all the way up north. I'll call someone.
Okay.
If
I
you don't
think
mind, I'll just hold them in your car until.
that's fine. I don't care. If we have anyone chase us, I'm fucking running though.
Okay. I'll just let you know, Flop. If word gets out and these still suddenly disappear, you're the only person who knows.
Hey, watch
I hate
out,
to
that's
say it.
rude.
Moonshine is something that I see very often. Hand to whoever you want to believe in. You know I wouldn't fuck you over like that.
Thank you.
There is such a thing as trust still. It's really hard nowadays because unfortunately trust is limited.
Yeah, I was already not as trusting. Prior to moving back here, but now I'm even less trusting. So I'm being a little bit vulnerable here with you. You told me something in confidence, and I guess I will express that trust back by grabbing some moonshine.
You know, I'll be straight up with you. I am no official title to anything, but I'm married to Ziggy, and he is a member of the ADMC, and he has an apartment down there, and I know a few of them. I see them pretty often. That's as far as my path goes. So.
How is it?
He's good. We kind of just had a big ripple in our. Good.
Sorry, it's Tessa. Hey,
Oh, Tessa said hi.
Flip says hi. You won second place? No shot.
In the race?
Oh, no shot.
I'm checking.
Flip's checking. He's checking. I'm with
Her
Flip.
alias is Narc?
Your alias is Narc?
That's so funny.
I love that. Not a real cop. I love that. I love that. Uh, that is great. Look, I gotta sort out this moonshine stuff, but I probably will not see you the rest of the night. I'll be around after storm, but I'll probably be super busy. But you're around tomorrow, right? Okay, easy. All right, tomorrow then. All right, okay, love you. Congrats. Good night. Bye. At the end of the ship.
This ship?
Mhm.
On the ship or?
Yeah, it's on the ship. So if you go to the staircase here.
Hmm.
Okay, I also gotta cook more, so this may take like a couple minutes.
Do
And then we're
you
gonna go to 2 other locations.
want me to watch it or what?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
Do you have a radio?
Yeah, but I'm on a different frequency
Okay,
right now.
that's fine. Just a heads up, just be careful with this spot.
Yeah.
This is where Mosley does their drop-offs off the ship for vehicle deliveries.
Like, by the ship?
Yeah, I'll point it out to you when you're done. I think you're fine, but I'll kind of show it to you so you know when you're done.
Okay.
You're good. I'll stay above you. Like the big crane on the left here as you come out, usually they bring the cars underneath that crane and the tow trucks come and pick it up.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw a guy here the other day do that. He didn't even notice me when I was on the ship running around like
Okay.
looking at the chicken.
No,
Yeah. He will never look up.
You know what's so crazy? That is so true. People
They never
literally
do.
never look up. That is actually like such a consistent thing. Oh man. I'll take it out of black bars, but this is a really, 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 really cool connection with Juno right now. Also, by the way, I want to thank everybody for all the gifted subs today. I do appreciate it. I ain't one to shout or talk much about it, but it is September, and I appreciate you guys for all of your support. So thank you.
Just gotta go to the other side.
All good. You you're good. I was gonna say, do you want keys to my car? I didn't know if you were running down to drop stuff off.
No, I'll hold on to them.
This is a good spot.
Yeah, you should see my. Oh, I'll show you my other spots as well.
Only show me what you're confident in showing me. I want you to be comfortable.
Flip.
Don't worry. As your ex-sergeant, you can trust me, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. So.
No, it means something to me. I always Flip, you were one of my biggest inspirations as to why I wanted to be someone for someone, to be a people's cop. I hope you know that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot sweeter than, I forget what her name was when she got hired. I was a either, I think I was a sergeant at the time, and she got full officer, and she saw me. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the cop. This was many years ago. She's like, "Oh, Flop." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "Oh, it's so good to see you. You inspired me to apply." I said, "Really?" I said, I'm really glad for that. I'm glad to see you here." She's like, "Yeah, you ran me over with your car, and you said my lights are on. Sue me," and drove away. And I wanted to be just like you.
What?
So she applied because I ran her over with my car and said my lights were on.
That is so fucked up.
Could you imagine?
That is so fucked up, man.
Is that everything?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
And then we just gotta go around the corner and then around the corner again. In the car.
If we see cops, do you want me to fucking gun it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to.
I'm just at
Sorry,
like
one second.
No, you're good. Like if I get pulled over up the road, do you want me to pull over and try and talk, or do you want me to just fucking gun it?
They wouldn't have a reason to pull us over if they didn't witness something. So gun it.
Okay.
Because I have all this shit with me, you know?
That's fine. I mean, honestly, I not that You're gonna have it in the trunk anyway. I mean, it would fall on me, but
You're
whatever.
okay with that?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it happens, it happens. It is what it is.
Okay, because I'm actively trying to be clean.
Oh, me too. But I'll be honest
Okay,
with you. If it happens, it fucking happens, Juno.
yeah, it happened to me when I tried to kill Carmine because he hurt someone I cared about.
Oh, fuck him.
Um,
They
yeah.
hired him and Bobby Charles. Imagine that.
Every cop that I told this story to, I've been like, "Oh, good shit." What, you know?
I would too.
Right over here by Signal Street. It's by like the tit, or the big massive double silos.
Yeah. I love that you also call it the tit, because I tell people
It
that.
is.
I tell people that and they're like, what? I'm like, you don't understand. When you see it, you'll never unsee it, and you'll always know what I'm talking about if I say the tit. And
Yeah.
I literally tell people the tit, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm on the way.
It's literally a pair of boobs. But I meant what I said. Look, we were both in the Rangers, and the Rangers were definitely like a family, and
We actually
that's not
cared about each
something-
other.
Yeah, and that's not something I can just let go. I mean, there's a reason why Tessa
Matt
and I
Alex,
are
thank you for the
still
21
best
months. I
friends because
appreciate
that
you.
goes
Can we get some
beyond
hearts in
just-
chat, please? Thank you, thank you.
Or, you know, the fact that we were Rangers. I mean, she's my soulmate, you know, platonic one. If you go into the middle of the tits behind us, like to the right.
Wait, should I back out of here?
Yeah, you probably want to. Just go straight, and then it's in to the middle of it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I've never even been here.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Hold on, I'm gonna just back up so the trunk's here. I've never been up here. Bro, I fucking lost Juno. Where the hell? Okay, I kind of took a 50-50. I don't know which way you went.
You picked the right one.
This is not a great spot. Actually, I don't want to climb and be a fucking pedestal. I'm good. Oh, man. Chat, thank you for all the support recently. I do appreciate you. I hope everyone's been well and doing amazing. It was a 6-month sub. Oh, you subbed for 6 months, like in a row? Oh, well, fuck. It doesn't tell me that. Is so nice seeing Juno gun? Absolutely, yeah. So to anybody
Sorry, my brain is like.
You're good, you're
trying
fine.
to figure. I have a whole spreadsheet for this.
You're good. To anybody again who doesn't know who Juno is, Juno used to be a ranger, and Flop was her boss. And Juno and Flop have been friends for a very long time. And they both share a very kind sentiment to each other about a lot. And it's actually really nice to see a lot of the ex-Rangers still having such a bond. Like, Flop isn't going to tell anyone about these spots. He would never. Good?
Yeah.
I did lock my trunk, but I'll take care of that. I'm also gonna throw you keys, God forbid.
Okay, okay.
Where do we want to go and or meet?
We need to go to one more location
Oh,
that,
okay.
like I said, is around the corner. And then we should be done.
Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. I meant to do that. All right, where to?
So over there.
Please tell me it's not all the fucking way on the top of this building.
I need to go back to that one because I don't know if I started the cook or not.
Okay.
I'll grab this first then.
Oh, God. Where at?
Just here. You can wait up here.
Okay. Add her to the Oops All Rangers Cash Exchange roster? Hell yeah. Damn, she's got a bunch of spots. That's crazy. Smart spread. Like this, to find multiple spots is good. Anybody have any questions about anything? Anybody have any interest or anything going on that they want to talk about? I want to thank everybody again for the support. If you guys are new, happen to be enjoying your stay, hit the follow button. Love to see you come back.
Yeah, if we could go back to the tits, that would be great.
Yeah. Flop shine operation when? I mean, he'd probably talk to Lovestick first. I saw it today for the first time. I saw a Buffalo STX.
What's a Buffalo STX?
What's up?
What's a Buffalo STX?
It's a Buffalo, but it's like a sportier Buffalo. But I saw it not as a civilian car, cop car, like an Interceptor.
What?
Yeah.
To the right.
Sorry, I'm so used to going this way for another reason.
It's okay. I won't be moving.
I'm backing up. Hold on. I'll stay here.
Okay.
How does Swap genuinely feeling about the club these days? It's a club. It's the people that took him in. It's the people that actually gave Flop a purpose. I mean, not much has really changed. I hate to say it. I know it's kind of fucked up to say, but like Flop really doesn't change his opinion. He's very strong-footed on everything. If anything, Flop realized that he has more. How do I say this? Flop is kind of in a position right now where, like, you know, what else does he really have? He's got his family. He's got, you know, he has his family and he has the club. He no longer has the people outside of these things. He now, unfortunately, has only the people, you know, he's surrounded by, which is sad and unfortunate. But I mean, unfortunately, that was just the result of everything. Whoop.
Okay, alright, perfect. I appreciate it. Alright, bye-bye. We'll probably have like 10 minutes, and then I go to be dropped off somewhere.
Oh, good. Do you want to bring this stuff somewhere now so that it's at least out of the trunk?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so we have like 10 minutes.
All good.
But I probably can't show you where.
No, I don't want to know.
Okay.
I appreciate trust, but I don't want to ever. Yeah. It's less about, you know, it's less about you having trust in me and more about me having the care for you, knowing that I would never, in a position where I had a spot where I left things, want anyone else to ever know about those spots or that location. And I would very sparingly tell the people about that location, and it would most definitely be people who, you know, either knew of it already, but if whoever you're hanging out with doesn't actually know who I am, I would understand why you bring in,
is exactly, that's exactly the case.
It's like bringing over like the boyfriend or the girlfriend to the house and being like, oh, hey, this is so-and-so. And your parents being like, who the fuck is this? Why? We didn't even know you were dating anyone. Is this still open? Oh, it does.
Oh my god, what is this?
You never been in here?
No. We can
I
have
don't know.
super secret elusive meetings here, Flop.
This is a good one for it. There's really nothing in here, but yeah.
It's like a decent setting, you know?
I would take my mask off, but...
Take it off.
I don't want to.
Is it because you're...
My mustache.
I'll look away. I'll look away.
It's bad. I look like scuffed Rami.
Put your stash back on then. Oh, you don't have it.
I wish I could. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, listen. A groomsman suit is nice. Honestly, getting fitted for a suit feels so good.
You look beautiful either way.
Mm.
Not hitting on you. I will never, ever, ever date anyone. Ever.
I don't blame you, to be honest.
Yeah. I would never fall in love again.
Are you projecting right now? Have you fallen in love again and you're just like, I'm never going to do it again? Except for that one person.
No, I'm done. Like, I will never fall in love again. Ever.
Yeah, love is bullshit, honestly. The fact that I lucked out with Ziggy is a shocker.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I don't deserve him.
You do.
Why though?
If you don't think you deserve him, then perhaps it has to do with the way that you treat him. But, well, the best advice I can give someone is when someone loves you unconditionally to the point they would do anything for you, you reciprocate that in every way possible, in any way that you can. You make them know that they are loved every single day. Because there is no worse feeling than doubting someone's love for you.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. I appreciate that.
If that doesn't apply to you, then just ignore me, you know?
No, I actually think in a very almost artificially, like, it's almost artificially accurate to how close that means to me and to the relation I do have with Ziggy. So
I will say that every time there is any doubt within someone as to whether their significant other loves them or cares for them or would do something for them, a piece of your heart just dies every single time. It just breaks every single time. And there are two types of people in this world. The ones that have all the love to give and the ones that have all the love to receive. You can be both. It's a choice. You can do both.
I would rather die than ever put doubt in Ziggy or ever put him in a situation that would be dangerous to himself. So I guess I got that going for me.
Sometimes that's more than enough.
The reason I walked away from Richard and Matt and Etta and Maple and all of them was because they tried to put a condition on my life. They tried to make love conditional, and they put conditions on how they would support me and how they would know me. And it is the exact reason why my last phone call with my father, his exact words were, and I quote, "You've changed. You're not the flop I knew. And if I catch you hanging out with them, you're no son of mine." And I ended it with saying, "Good, that I'm no son of yours." And I hung up.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
It's not, though.
I know it's not. It's
Parents are never meant to. Parents are never meant to. They're just meant to unconditionally love you no matter what decision you decide to take in life. They may not agree with it, but they should always be your parents. Your father, Doc, has always been a very stubborn person with a very particular way of thinking about what is good and what is bad. And there is a harsh line that is drawn there. He sees things black and white. There is no gray area for him, and that is incredibly disappointing.
Richard saw a line that was harsh, but I think my biggest mistake was assuming that he would ever change. I mean, I'll be honest, when I left the PD, uh, all contact with me stopped from all four members of my family. And I was pushed away. And over the course of the month after I left, I kind of suffered the idea of knowing that they saw me for what I was, not who I was. And I think the biggest hurdle I had to express to Richard was that you can't push somebody away their whole life and expect them to continue to run back. And when everyone in the family, for lack of a better term, broke contact with me, um, I gravitated to the people who did care about me, and that was Ziggy and the rest of my family, my family. And when Richard tried using that against me, I realized that there was no saving grace to my family. There was no saving grace to those. In fact, it got so bad that members of my family on Richard's side didn't even support Ziggy or want to know Ziggy or my daughter or anyone in my family. Um, and I tried explaining to them that, you may not like this individual person, but you don't realize how that affects me. You don't have to like them as long as you understand why I support them. And that ended with, "You're just like the rest of them." So the least I could say is that I tried.
Yeah.
I can say for
Uh,
certain, as much as it hurts now, I am happier knowing that I will always have my family. And for me, that is good enough.
I will never be a person that will say good riddance. It's for the best because that doesn't take away the heart and the what ifs and the Just all of that combined.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's how this all started. Was what if we're in a situation and Ziggy
yeah.
has to shoot? What if we're in this? What if we're in that? What if?
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. Never not be yourself. Never change. Never give up the ones that have been there for you, that you love and love you back for the sake of what ifs, for the sake of a maybe. You should be proud of yourself. And you have a lot of potential. And I can't wait to see what you achieve. You're a good person, Flop. That's a rarity, and I have to answer this 1 second.
Hmm?
Hey, are you there? No, I was having a conversation. You want me to be?
Let's go.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me know after.
Who?
I will. I will. Don't worry about me. Yep. Don't worry about me. Okay? Bye. Peter just got shot at.
Who just got shot at?
Peter.
What the fuck?
He's alive, but uh, one thing I can tell you, Flip, caring never caring never stops and never will, despite the end of a relationship.
I think the way that I looked at it was, I will always love them, but I think in order to still keep the word love in the picture, I think sometimes letting go is the best form of love. So I chose to let go.
Yeah, I did too. I still have a brother though. He's still out there, and I miss him every day.
Who's your brother?
Jerry.
Have I met Jerry?
It's Jerry Sweets. LSPD, remember?
I know Sweets.
Yeah. I had
That fucking McNulty guy. He could
I
go
had a
fuck
brother,
himself.
a biological one,
Hmm.
named Yanis. A couple years older than me, but we were pretty much inseparable. And he died a couple years before I came here.
Hmm.
And for years I say for years, but I I searched for that brother in other people. I mean, as a joke, I kept calling Ziggy my brother. As a joke, I kept calling Bundy my brother. When in reality, there was a deep past trauma of what I desperately needed, and I found that through Jerry. And the thing with Giannis is he left, and he got killed in the process. And the thing with Jerry is he also left. And there is a real great reality in which I could get a call that he's he's died. Thank God I haven't received that call yet, but man, do I miss him. Sorry, I'm sort of just like trauma dumping on you.
No, you're good. You're fine. I'm just listening. There very much is a there are two sides to uh conclusions. There is a goodbye and there is a goodbye for now. I don't deal in definites because I don't believe in definites. I don't believe in, I do believe things come to an end, but I don't believe that things come to an end permanently. I like to think that Although my time in PD has come to an end, I think it's a goodbye for now. Not saying I'll ever go back. Not saying I ever want to go back. I don't. But for now, uh, goodbye. You know? So for you, I think you shouldn't look at it as a conclusion, or you shouldn't look at it as permanent closure. It's just a goodbye for now. For me, it makes it easier, and it reminds me that there's an optimism to the good times I had with those people. And I'd like to believe that one day in my future, I'll get to share more memories with them. Because truthfully, Juno, we don't all live forever. So,
Yep. Like I would, if if you were to say these words, if you were to have said these words to me about 6 years ago, maybe 6.5, 7 years ago, I would
yeah, I've
have,
lost track of time too.
yeah, I would have taken them into consideration and probably believed that. But everyone that I have truly, truly loved and cared for, and I don't mean to quote The Last of Us here, but I kind of do, they have either left or they've died. I cared about Bass. Though our engagement was kind of funny and not really that serious, I still cared for him a lot. He died.
Dude, I love Saturn. She out here quoting
Jeffy
The Last of
died.
Us in the middle of a
Kit
serious
died.
RP moment.
My brother died.
But serious, guys, come on, calm down.
I lost so many people. So many.
I know.
There's only so much expectations that I can have before I completely destroy myself with hopes and dreams and what ifs. My brother is the exception. He will always be the one that I will keep my hopes up for. That he will return one day. And he will choose to stay. For himself. Man, I wasn't expecting to have two emotional conversations in the span of a couple of days.
All right.
Like I think I'm a little self-conscious here because everyone knows that I'm this emotional person, right? That
Mm.
feels things strongly. In a way, I'm kind of embarrassed that our first conversation back with each other is an emotional one, where I'm emotional. Uh, I don't. I guess there's a lot of things that I kept inside until recently.
You should never be embarrassed for who you are. And I'm going to let you know now that regardless of the shortcomings that come in life, I know it's a little gun shy to put trust in people and to kind of build connections with people with the concern of a past. But I hope you know that there's actual people with outlets who care deeply about you and would do anything to make sure that you were safe. Jump scare.
I don't have a lot of those, but I've got a good few, and that's more than enough for me. Same goes for you. There are so many people that love you and care about you, and that's me included.
Of course, I will say this just confidently. I will always reciprocate that for you.
Wait, what?
I'm saying I will always. Was that confusing? I'm saying that I will always have the support and care and love for you as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wouldn't. My brain sometimes gets so muddy.
I want to know what you thought.
No,
What did you
I
hear?
just no. I thought that's what you meant. I just wanted to confirm that that's what you meant.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
All good. I don't want to cut this off, but with the time we have with this
No
weather we
promise.
got coming through. Well, I was gonna say, what, do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to meet me after storm so we can get it somewhere?
We won't be able to drive up to Toledo. No. If I hold them to them, then I'll just have them when I wake up,
Okay.
and then I'm meeting up with someone anyway, and I could just get them somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while you hold that, you just it's fine. You just yep. Just yep. This works.
I'm leaning into you.
Ow. Yep. Thank you. If you ever need anything and my degenerate ass is around, you call me and let me know. And I will have your back. All right.
And the same goes for you, Flo. Always.
Are you gonna be all right getting up to Polito?
Yeah. I'll be fine. I'll probably end up being in the city actually.
Nah,
I
come on.
just
I'll drive you up. We'll drive through the storm. Come on. We'll get you up to Polito. It's fine.
okay.
I don't know why I bought this. I kind of just bought it to buy it. But
I like it.
it's just a tailgater, and apparently that's the criminal.
Everyone has it.
Yeah, criminal
Everyone has
starter
it.
pack.
And then there's the gauntlet as well.
I own one of those too, but I will admit I got my gauntlet for an actual steal. They go for about 110.
How much did he get it for?
$51,000.
From who?
Some dummy was trying to sell for 80. I offered him 60. He came back at 70. I offered him 68. And I'm like, what are you using the money for? He goes, oh, I'm looking to buy a car. I'm like, oh, sweet. What car? He goes, a Ferrari GT. I said, I hear that's a nice car. He goes, yeah. I said, actually, funny enough, I'm a salesman. I can sell it to you too. He goes, okay. And I made $17,000 in commission after selling or buying the gauntlet for him. So it was $68,000. And then after the $68,000, it was 17,000 commission. So in total, it was 51,000 for pretty much a brand new gauntlet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at you, businessman, you slimy fuck.
Hey, listen, sometimes you gotta make money moves, and you know, am I slimy if the guy just didn't care about the car to begin with?
We're crashing.
Are we? Oh, perfect. I can send it then.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know where to send it though. Oh, I think I can make it into the prison. I think. Hold on.
Oh my god, we're already at the prison?
Oh god. Definitely not making. Oh, I did not take the right jump. Oh my god. Oh, I landed it though. That was so sick. Oh my god.
Nice.
Hopefully one day you'll see what I did. It was really cool. Oh.
Hey, Flop.
Yeah.
The name Chris kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Not inviting me to fucking Counter-Strike is even shittier. Oh, fuck. Honestly, the name Chris is fucking terrible, dude. Almost ratty. I just wasn't paying attention. I was not expecting